Hey everyone, and welcome to Sketching with Sarah. And in today's video, I'm going to be drawing my Quarentini. I'm sharing my process and maybe even give you some inspiration to create your own Quarentine recipe. I'll just say real quick right now that because this is a martini-inspired art challenge, please drink responsibly. I know these times are hard on everyone, so please be safe and put your health first, especially through this pandemic. Stick around to the end of this video to hear a really exciting new video idea I'm going to be making and uploading next Friday. I haven't really seen many art YouTubers do this type of thing before, only a couple of them that I've noticed, so I'm really excited to put my own spin on it and share it with you guys. So now I guess I'll talk about what I've been doing to keep busy during this lockdown in a fun way. One of the main ingredients of my Quarentini is my tablet. I've been finishing up my portfolio because I'm graduating soon with a Bachelor's of Fine Arts degree with a major in illustration. I'll pop up some of my finished works, including the completed Koala Criminal Marsupial Pocket Spot illustration and the Ostrich Race illustration. I do have a process video of this ostrich illustration as well as the Koala Criminal drawing. If you want to go check those out, the links are in the description. So please go check those videos out after this one to see a little bit of insight on why I created these illustrations and a little bit of the meanings behind them. Some other pieces I finished for my portfolio I'm actually really proud of, and I may have mentioned these before in my previous video of my sketchbook tour, but I've refined them since that video, and so here are a couple of those. This is my catch illustration, my star employee illustration, dentist illustration, and my spooked diptych illustrations. Again, I'll link those sketchbook tours in my description box below, so if you want to go see the origins of these illustrations, please go check those out. I talk a lot about the ideas and the process of coming up with these drawings and the inspiration behind it. The meal I decided to illustrate with this Quarentini is a PBJ sandwich because it's easy, cheap, and I've definitely had a lot of them since lockdown. My companion drink is not water, which it should be if it's alcoholic, but the companion drink I decided to illustrate with my Quarentini is my Mountain Dew Voltage, mainly to keep me caffeinated for those all-night project binging for deadlines. I've been battling this vicious cycle from being nocturnal to having normal sleep schedules to being nocturnal again, and it usually all revolves around deadlines. Sometimes I procrastinate a little more than I should. I try to be as organized as possible and really try to plan my time, but sometimes I've been finding it a bit of a challenge to stick to those plans I create for myself, so I've been trying my best. With these peanut butter jelly sandwich and Mountain Dew diet, I've been rocking. Needless to say, I found it challenging to eat healthy since lockdown. Am I the only one? Whoops. Another ingredient I want to talk about of my Quarentini is YouTube. This platform has been a big part of my lockdown, and not only because I've been watching a lot of YouTube recently, but I've been trying to upload every Friday, so far without fail, to my YouTube channel, and it's something I wouldn't have time to do if it weren't for this quarantine. I've really been trying to reflect and improve from each video to the next so I can keep improving my videos and make them better and better with the help of your feedback and suggestions. I do upload every Friday, so if you're enjoying this video so far, please make sure to give a like and subscribe and come back every Friday and see what new videos I come up with each week. If you have seen any of my previous videos, in this one I'm trying to emphasize those different angle shots in my process clips to make it a little bit more interesting, and let me know if it's effective in the comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback, and if you would prefer having a top-down view so you can see the entire illustration unravel all at once, or if you like this zoom in, zoom out type editing style. Another ingredient in my Quarentini is the various art supplies I've been using frequently nowadays. From my sketchbook to colorized pencils to watercolor pens and micron pens and really everything I've been using on this channel so far. I had to put them in my Quarantine martini because I've been using them a lot. So it would feel wrong to not have them in there. I've been falling back in love with traditional art recently, and if you want to hear more about that, check out my Batingo video where I talk about how I got inspired to get back into it and the artists here on YouTube that have helped me to get here. I'll put that link in the description as well. I feel like this whole video is just, check out my other video, check out my other video. The link is in the description, check it out. There's more links in the description, but I swear they are relevant, and I feel like since this video is about quarantine and since YouTube has been a big part of my quarantine life, it's inevitable that the videos that I've been making apply to this one. So I apologize if this video is very, check out this link, check out this link, but if you're looking for more videos to watch after this one, I recommend you watch these. So again, the links are in the description. For this piece in particular, I'm using some Canson watercolor paper in cold press, and it's not 100% cotton, which is a bummer, but it's all I have. I want to try and get 100% cotton watercolor papers just to see the difference. I want to see if I can get my hands on some hot press watercolor paper too, so I can try out a smoother surface for that colored pencil to make it look less textured. I do enjoy the texture that I have on these cold press papers, but I think it would be fun to experiment and see which I'd prefer or which works better for my art style. If you're curious to see which brands or what supplies I'm using for this illustration, I've listed all of my supplies as well as links if you want to try them out too. I did apply for Amazon affiliates, but I'm not entirely sure how to use it yet. So for now, I don't think those are affiliate links, but I thought I'd just say this just in case. I'm new to this whole affiliate thing, so bear with me. Another ingredient of my Quarentini is my dog. Her name is Kista, and she is my world. Her favorite thing in the whole world, maybe after food, is definitely tennis balls. It's been so nice to just be able to go out in my yard and get some fresh air and play fetch with her. It makes me happy to see how excited and happy and energetic she gets. Just by this simple act of chasing a tennis ball brings her so much joy, and it really does rub off on everyone around her. She is a rescue, and I have a very, very adorable story on how I ended up adopting her. I'd be curious to see if you guys would be interested for me to share that and maybe do a Meet the Artist tag for a future video. I could honestly talk about her all day, so I think I'll save that story for a different video, whether it's Meet the Artist or maybe I'll just draw her or something while I talk about her. Just because she is a huge part of my life, and I think she deserves her own video. If you guys do want to see me do a Meet the Artist tag video here on YouTube, let me know in the comments what you would like to know about me. Is there anything specific? Is there anything weird you'd like to know? Feel free to leave a comment, and I'll try to answer as much as I can. Something I could have definitely added to my Quarentini that I actually started doing after drawing this is Twitch. I've recently been getting super into that creative side of Twitch. I think it's so nice to see different artists' art processes, that's a mouthful, and be able to interact with them and share advice and techniques with each other, or even just listening to them in the background while having some inspiration going on my screen. I went live for the very first time this past weekend while working on some projects for my portfolio, and even though I was streaming for mostly myself, I think it has a lot of potential to be a really fun way to interact and talk about art and me and you and just have a good time. I think being able to interact with people like that is more meaningful to me, at least. Like, don't get me wrong, I love reading the comments on here and other social media that you guys leave on my artwork and other posts of mine, but I think it would also be a really cool thing to be able to build a community of followers so I can talk to you guys and get to know you guys in an interactive way. I've always thought of Twitch as a gamer's website, and it still kind of is, but more and more I am seeing artists stream their work and building this community that is fairly new. There are so many talented artists in the creative section of Twitch, and some of your favorite YouTubers might even have a Twitch already. There's an artist here on YouTube that I follow, and she streams regularly on Twitch, and it's so fun to watch her streams and see her process in her streams. I'll link her YouTube channel in the description too. After I graduate this May, I'm gonna sit down and really try and come up with a schedule for streaming so that it's easy for me to stick to, as well as easy for you guys to know exactly when I'm streaming and maybe a little bit easier to remember. So you can plan or pop in and hang out with me. Since I don't have a set schedule of when I stream, the best way to find out when I'm going to be streaming or when I am streaming is probably to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. All those links, as well as my Twitch, will be linked below too. Plus, I'm super excited because I created my own custom overlay for my streams, as well as this cute animated ferret guy that is basically my mascot, and he pops up every time something happens. So if I get a donation or someone follows me, that little guy comes out and shares some love with you guys. I'm really proud of this animation, and I'm excited to see him in action. I mean, look how cute he is. He's so cute. I can't get over him. I spent a lot of time on him, and I'm very proud of how he turned out. I feel like he just fits my brand so well, and he goes with everything else as far as visually how my social media looks, and I'm overall just very excited about him, honestly. Another thing that I didn't add, but I totally could have, is I started playing League of Legends again after I took a short break. I mostly took this break to focus on school, but I kind of cracked and started playing games here and there. I really have been trying to stay away from League of Legends, mostly because it's like a disease to me, and once I get on that roll of winning or that roll of losing, either way it motivates me to keep playing the next game, and it's a vicious cycle, and I feel very unproductive when I get into this addiction. But since being isolated in my house for so long, I kind of run out of things to keep myself busy, so I've been playing games here and there. I just want to take a second and say that the team that creates League of Legends is so freaking talented. It's actually ridiculous to me. From the splash art to gameplay to the lore and the music and the cinematics and the character design, it's just all so beautiful. And I think the artistic aspects of it is really why I was drawn to this game to begin with. I really don't think I would have even started playing this game if it weren't for how beautiful everything looks. And it's not even just during the game and how the game works that's fun, it really is just a really well-crafted game in things outside of the gameplay too. Like if you go to the League of Legends YouTube page, there are so many beautiful cinematics, and some of them give me chills on how amazing the music works with it and just how gorgeous they are. I don't think I can talk enough good about it. So if you're a fellow summoner, let me know in the comments too. I'd love to get some new buddies to play with when I do decide to play a game or two here and there. As I'm coming to a close here on this illustration, I really want to know what's in your Quarentini. How have you been keeping busy? Have you been picking up any new hobbies since lockdown? I really want to know, so please tell me in the comments below. Maybe you guys will inspire me to pick up some of those hobbies too. I hope everyone is safe and healthy in these hard times, and just know that it will get better and we're all struggling in our own ways. So hang in there, please. Now for the exciting video idea I'm planning for next week's Friday upload. I'm going to be painting some Russian nesting dolls as some of my animal hybrid creatures. I received it in the mail today and I'm very excited to sand it up, polish it, and paint my characters on it. Although I have seen some videos of people painting custom Russian nesting dolls, I really haven't seen anyone do it with their OCs or animals. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different, and also just to make something I'm proud to put on my desk. I have all kinds of plushies and random things that inspire me all around my desk, and it'd be cool to have something like that here too. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, and please comment what you think about this new video idea for next week. All the videos I mentioned are linked in the description, so go watch those next and tell me what you think. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.